Good evening, here from Alton Towers and more, and today we're back on Planet Coaster after a while. Has it been a while? I think it has. And today I'm going to be giving you a brand new tour of the refreshed town of Torley, which I have completely designed all by myself on Planet Coaster. So yeah, this is my design of a town, a seaside town based in the UK. Like I said in the last episode, this town is inspired by many of the seaside towns like Great Yarmouth, Skegness, even Barry Island, you know, the smaller ones like that as well. And just loads of them type of towns really, so I decided why not create my own. This all started in the summer, by the way, because I went on about three seaside holidays around to a few beach seaside towns in the UK, and I thought, well, it would be great if I could make one of these on my own, so they've sort of inspired me really to create what is known as Torley here in Planet Coaster. So as you guessed it, you can't actually create an actual sea like over there in Planet Coaster, so I've had to like make my own pretend sea. You just got to pretend that it goes off like, there you go, there's a good angle. But yeah, as you can see, I'm still working here on the terrain, just like getting rid of it to make way for the sea. So as you can see, a lot has changed since the last episode. Now, the main thing that's changed is my idea of, instead of making the town a normal town with just houses, shops and buildings, I'm not going to make it that type of town. I'm actually going to make it an entertainment town where there's a lot more to do for a day out instead of just going to a couple of shops and stuff. I'm still going to keep that UK seaside town feel to it, but yeah, you know what I mean. So anyway, let's get on with the tour of the brand new refurbished town of Torley. So yeah, first change then is the extension on the beach. Now, as you may remember, there used to be the pleasure beach here, which went all the way out onto the beach, and that was a fun fair. And saying this is supposed to be an entertainment town, I've actually I've actually like got rid of it. I've kept the rides, you'll see where I put them in a second, but I've got rid of the rides there. There's a Ferris wheel here which I've decided to add, because you get a few towns in the UK like the London Eye and stuff, so that's supposed to be like something like that. But yeah, and just as you can see, like this building structure over there, a lot has changed. The Aldi there, was that there in the last episode? I can't remember. And yeah, 1 second, the game's saving. But yeah, I've just decided, like, instead of making a normal town, don't get me wrong, as much as I like recreating things, I thought I'd design my own thing and making it special. We've got the church here then. Nothing's changed on that. The ship and ships shop is back open, and that's been refurbished. So literally what I did, the old theming and everything, I decided to take out. There was never a pirate ship on the roof of this. There was never an anchor there or anything. There was theming, but it wasn't as good as this. So this is a lot more themed now. It's got a new owner. I'm joking, that's what would probably happen in real life. Yeah, like I said before, this is inspired by the pirate bar, the Trawler's Catch in Skegness. And yeah, I like the animals which I've added as well. So you go in, and it's quite themed. It's not incredibly themed on the inside. A lot of wooden seats instead of them metal ones. The bar's a lot more themed, and the ceilings have been hired up, if that's a word. Got a bit of theming even on the bar. A bit of work needs to go in place on the floor here. I'm not too sure what happened there. And yeah, what I like about how I've done, I've curved the walls so it's like an actual, you know, the bottom of a pirate ship. And this wall's been just painted white instead of having that old wooden wall it used to have. And obviously, there's now a door here going into the building next to it, which was once known as an empty building with just probably a house in it. And now it's going to be a nightclub disco place. I'm not too sure yet. It's going to be called the Neon Bar, and as you can see, I'm putting some neon lights in. They're being installed. And yeah, it's going to be in the daytime. It's going to be a kiddie bar where the kids can just come in and have a disco, so it's probably like a kids disco. That's why it's connected to the pirate bar called Ship and Chips. and in the night time there will be a door shutting off this door, so none of the kids can come into here, and it will be a nightclub for the adults. So yeah, there's nothing in the in the upstairs, but I had to do an extension at the back of the building, just to give it a bit of extra space in there to add this stage as well. And this is where the bar area is going to be. Next building then is the ice cream shop. Nothing's changed in there. Fish and chip shop. Little bit of a story about this very recently. I think it was literally yesterday. This fish and chip shop, it got destroyed. Like the entire front of the building and most of the inside, it just disappeared. I was like, what's gone in it? What's happened here? So I had to rebuild it all today, but it looks a bit better now. And I've painted the walls blue in here, so it looks a lot nicer. And I've got a vending machine in here now as well. One thing I'm going to add is a lot more flags and lights going across to the lampposts. Next door, nothing's changed on these buildings. And here, the arcade, I've added some new doors. I've got the same doors here as I've got on the nightclub and the Ship and Chips bar. The arcade though, the only update in it is a vending machine and 2 new machines, and the floor has been replaced. That's it. Here there's been quite a big change from this hotel. A little bit of a story about it. So it was once known as the Queen's Hotel, and then it was changed to a Holiday Inn, and now it hasn't got a name at the moment. I don't know what's going on with this place at the moment, because the Holiday Inn is now somewhere else over there. Yeah, there's actually an interior with rooms. I don't even remember doing this either. But yeah. So around the building, a big change actually is this wall behind here, making everything look a lot more neater. Because if you look, it was actually just a rough hill with a load of trees covering it, and now it's this really nice and neat wall with a yellow stripe going at the bottom, so if it's night time cars can see that. And there's a wall there. The gardens up here, they just used to be rectangular gardens like this one here, and now like this one here, this has been extended to fit in the wall, and so has this one. It's got a bit of a hill in it, so that's quite a unique garden. And this is the only house which actually has an interior, because I do like all my designing stuff as well. So I decided I'm going to do one interior for a house. And yeah, and there we go. But yeah, anyway, back to here. Nothing in these buildings here. Again, just hollow buildings, empty. A new pharmacy has been added here, because I found out I needed a pharmacy. And this is just another empty building. They would just be like hotels and apartment blocks. So this is called Main Street, by the way, this long street here. The marketplace, nothing's changed here. I'm actually planning on a Christmas event if they get the town completed by Christmas this year, and I can take the market stalls out, put them in a storage area, and literally just put some rides in here or something. Imagine that, that'd be quite cool. Car park there, nothing's changed. The Torley Cinema, nothing's changed in there. There's some music coming from somewhere, I don't know where that is. The pier, I don't think anything's changed on the pier apart from this. The brand new swan boat hire, where you come in this little building here, you can literally hire a swan boat, and a little design of a building which I've done. And these toilets behind me here, they're actually from the old pleasure beach which I knocked down, and decided to keep them instead of just deleting them. It's a little test swan boat for the kids to play on whilst parents are booking a swan boat. And then you literally just come onto that, this like tiny little pier. You even got the numbers on the floor, look. You get into your swan boat and you just paddle off away, or however they go. And yeah. So yeah, obviously I've had to extend onto the area on the beach here as well. And this is where I need to do a bit of work onto the terrain on the beach. Here then, quite a big change. A brand new Holiday Inn. Like I said, I've got a brand new Holiday Inn here. And yeah, it's actually based on the Holiday Inn in Skegness on the seafront as well. It's quite a tall building like this one. Bit funny looking, a tall building in this town. You say it's tall though. Oops. You say it's tall. It's only the size of the church. over there nearly. Just a bit taller, look. Literally, it's just a bit taller than this church here. So it looks a lot taller on the ground, I think. Oh god, this camera's not doing its best. But yeah, that's the Holiday Inn which I've designed. And yeah, it looks nice at night time as well. And you've got the car park around the back there as well. Over here then, we have the Torley Town Hall. Not quite finished yet. I've still got a few more little details, like some doors for a start. And just a sign saying the Town Hall. And this is obviously where people can do events and stuff, and yeah. And I'm pretty sure every single town in the UK, no matter how little it is, has one of them. We've got a flower shop here, with just some flowers outside, nothing in the inside for some reason. This building here is actually going to become a vet's, and there's going to be a car park here for the vets as well, and the flower shop. And yeah, over here then, probably the second biggest change on the entire town is the brand new Torley Fun Fair. I'm going to call it the Vintage Fun Fair, just like Skegness's. Yeah, this is literally my own customly made fun fair. The only thing I haven't customly made is the rides, apart from the spinning coaster over there. But yeah, literally got this really fancy entrance with this brick wall outside. You come in on this nice little wooden path, and you've got all these lighting generators so it can be open at night time. You've got this two little stalls. You can buy some wristbands so you can go on the rides, or you can just pay for some ride tokens. Either way, I've actually added some wheels underneath the roundup to make it look like an actual travelling ride, because in real life these are travelling rides, and on Planet Coaster I don't think they like the idea of travelling rides. So yeah, I've decided to make them all travelling rides. That's the only one that has wheels on it at the moment. I'm saying that like every single ride's like that, but no. There we go, look, it's going up now. Literally just folds away like this. Little customly made burger van here. We've even got the little lights there as well. Yeah, it's quite high up, like the usual fun fair ones. Even got kitchen equipment in here as well, and a picture of a burger. And it's got a truck there. Generators there. Literally just got this little ride here. Here's the ride tokens office things. And yeah, the Sizzler, which I found out you can actually change sequence on here. So you can make it spin fast to start with, spin fast and then spin again. I'm just going to put spin for now because that just goes ridiculously fast. The Sizzler on Planet Coaster. But yeah, the spinning coaster, which I've customly designed. By the way, if I haven't mentioned already, all of these rides have been transported from the Pleasure Beach all the way over to here, where the old theme park used to be. I don't know if I mentioned that yet. Yeah, I had to knock the theme park down because I realised it just looks ridiculous. A nice little town, then it's ruined by that massive theme park. So I've put a nice little vintage fun fair instead. I know I bet half of you won't like the idea, half of you will. I'm not too sure really. But yeah, that's my idea. And plus, it would probably create a lot of noise complaints, especially with it being right next door to the hotel over there. Literally before the town hall over there was built, literally the theme park was right near the windows, so I thought, yeah, that's not a very good idea really. But yeah, and now we've got this vintage fun fair, and that is why this is here. And yeah, the reason why I knocked down the Pleasure Beach was because I didn't like the idea of it going onto the sand, and it just looked really messy. The log flume was way too big. That's been demolished or probably sent off to another theme park or something. But yeah. Anyway, the spinning coaster here, only a really small design, literally tiny. Yeah, there was actually a massive tower ride from the Pleasure Beach here, but I removed that because I had nowhere to put the entrance and exit. In the middle here of the rides, there's a space here, free space to put loads of caravans and stuff. Here you've got a claw ride, Planet Coaster, I like to call it, the Iron Claw. Just a simple one there. Another burger van down here. There you go. And a actually customly made ride, another one, by me. The Waltzer. You do not get these in Planet Coaster. this is very rare. If you go on the Planet Coaster Rides menu, this will not come up. The only thing that will come up will be this here, this ride here. The only thing that I've changed is the ride's walls, the ride's sequence, colours, and the other little details around it, plus ceilings, the box here, and the lights, which I've just added as well to the waltzer. So yeah, I thought Planet Coaster, they just had this ride, and I thought it just looks boring and plain, so I thought I'd turn it into a waltzer, because it basically is a waltzer, that. And yeah, I made it go clockwise as well, just like a waltzer. Over here then we've got the very run down looking ghost train, which I literally started building yesterday. This is actually going to be themed up and everything, as you can see. I've just started work onto it. I've placed down the ride system and the ride's floors, almost. And yeah, and another thing I've placed down is this door here, which I've designed especially for the ride. So yeah, literally look how thin it is. Literally fits right in there, you could just pack it away. And I am actually going to be doing a special Christmas event for the town, where I'm going to put loads of things like an ice skating rink, probably in the marketplace that, and loads of different rides and Christmassy stuff around as well. Anyway, just need a break there. Been talking for ages. Yeah, I did a video before this actually. It was on Virtual Towers Online, and I did not have a good experience with that, so I had to delete that video because the audio went funny. So 59 minutes of just speaking and then a waste of time. But yeah, up here then we have the brand new. Oh, was this in the last episode? I don't think it was. It might have been. I don't know. But this is the Sandy Beach Caravan Park. It hasn't actually got a beach on it. You come in at night time as well, and it's all really nice on the trees up here with the lights. This is inspired by the North Shore Caravan Park in Skegness. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I like to have a look on Google Earth at all the different places in seaside towns and all over the world really. And I just had a little look in this caravan park, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to base my caravan park on that. So yeah, here we go. Bit of a inspired version of the North Shore Caravan Park in Skegness. But yeah. Yeah, it's even got this little house here, so it looks like it's a family business, I guess. And yeah, little barrier to show where you're coming in. Got all these caravans here. Not a massive park, because I didn't want it to be too big, because I've got a lot of other things to build. But yeah, like I say, I'm turning it into an entertainment town. I've still got some houses, as you can see, like here, with one driveway and the rest are just grass. Yeah, and I've also got this playground here, which has been here since I started the town, months ago now. And yeah, this was just grass and a really horrible looking wall underneath it. This has all been replaced, the fences have all been replaced. The only thing that hasn't are the actual playground facilities. The stone wall here, which I've added as well, that's not nice. The zip line here, that's not been replaced either, like I said, they're not been replaced. It's just the floor and the fence and the wall. Had to do a bit of work here onto this road. Planet Coaster, they really wouldn't let me place the path just in a straight line through there. Had to go in like that, I don't know why. Stupid Planet Coaster. But yeah, I've got a few more little entrances to the caravan park here behind the houses. The Aldi here, the Aldi shop. I've made the logo on the side, on the front of the building a lot bigger because it was tiny little. I think it was this one here, same size as it. But yeah, here's the entrance here to the Aldi. Bit confusing really because that's actually the exit. But here's the entrance to the Aldi. That's not the car park, and that's the car park. It's very big. And yeah, it's quite a confusing Aldi to be fair. There's no interior, it's just a hollow building with black windows. You can actually see on the outside from the on the outside from the inside, but they're one-way glass windows, like you get in a prison. Some more bungalows down here then. Just thought they'd be quite unique because they're painted like the painted ladies in San Francisco. Just a little UK version of it. But yeah, little mansion which is here. That's customly made by me. It's not actually a bungalow, it's got 2 floors as you can see, and this really, really posh balcony as well, and this really nice driveway. The school, which used to be here, the only thing that remains from the school are these trees here and this brick wall. The school has been demolished. Like I said, this isn't going to be a town for living in, this is going to be an entertainment town for going on a day out and going back to home from wherever you live. So yeah, I decided to demolish the school for a indoor water park, which I am, as you can see, working on. I've got the structure to the building. I didn't actually plan this on being an indoor water park. I started building it, did all of this, and I thought it's too big for an outdoor water park. It's not exactly Typhoon Lagoon or Blizzard Beach at Disney. So I decided I'm going to make an indoor water park like Waterworld in Stoke-on-Trent and Splash Landings at the Alton Towers Resort. And yeah, so this is going to be Splashland, not Splash Landing, Splashland, at yeah, indoor water park. And it already looks really nice with these palm trees on the car park. We go in, look, and this will be, there'll be an entrance here, will be an extended part of the building over here, I think. You come in, it's going to look like it's outside, because I'm going to have glass walls in between this these frames. Sorry about that creaking in the background, it's just my chair. Needs oiling. You've got a security office here. It's incomplete at the moment, it's at the start. I need to do it quickly though, ready for Christmas. But yeah, you may notice a spelling mistake here. I've wrote Splashland. I forgot this S by accident. But yeah, turnstiles here and the wheelchair access one here, and you're in. This is also going to be extended here, an extended part of the building. Got the changing rooms over here. You got these dry off machines, a bit like what they got on the Congo River Rapids at Alton Towers. You got the main slide here, which is the long slide. I don't know really what to call this, but yeah, they have one of these at Waterworld. I don't know what type it's called, but yeah. So yeah, this is the kiddie area. I've just called this a splash zone. Yeah, I don't really know what else to do with this, to be fair. I think it's complete. This is inspired by the children's section at Splash Landings, Alton Towers. A little bit with this here. I've added a little piratey bits around as well, and my own little custom water slide coming off it, and this little boat which the kids can sit in and get the photo in the water. A little bucket, and it actually tilts. Well, it did do, because I used to have an old ghost train which I ended up putting on the pleasure beach, and I actually had to use the trigger tool on this bucket all the way from the pleasure beach, so the water would come out at the same time the bucket tipped. But yeah, that's not there anymore. And the rest of the building space will be for big slides and other areas. But yeah, over here then, we've got the Tawley British pub, which is currently in the process of being built. It's got the bar area done already, just need a few bits of theming and some wall paint on there. It's not really finished, it's still got a lot of brick wall and stuff. Got a nice little design on the ceiling there though, with the wooden parts going across. Extended part here. This was actually going to be a part of a kitchen, but I thought we need a bit of a bigger seating area, so there you go. So that's going to be the British themed pub, and you've even got space for a small little kitchen. It would be big for a house, but small for a pub. This is like a new estate house turned into a fireworks shop, Tawley fireworks shop, with some fireworks there. Nothing special really, and yeah. And then I actually what? This building here, as I said, it's a new estate building that you get. The reason why it's just on its own there, and there's no other buildings like that around here, is because I actually ended up building a new estate with loads of houses around here, and a little field in the middle as well. I ended up demolishing it, obviously, because I decided I want it to be an entertainment town. So yeah, so that's the story of that, and I'm just waiting for the game to save. Any second now. You can just imagine that elevator music. But yeah, 1 second. I think it's done now. Yeah, so just a smaller video, I think that was a smaller video, on the little tour of Tawley in Planet Coaster, my customly made seaside town. Episode 2, just a little update. Well, a big update. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Turn on the post notifications so you don't miss out when I upload another video, just like this one. In a couple of weeks we will be actually visiting Hyde Park Winter Wonderland in London, so we'll be travelling quite far for that. Bit of a surprise for you there, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.